Am I speaking directly into the camera on this one, or right off to the side? Which one? Like directly to the camera. Hey, what's up? I'm Kamal Bolden, the director of the very important People music video by Jay Keys. I'm inviting you into the behind the scenes so you can see some of the things that we're cooking up in the kitchen for the visuals. So stay tuned as we go back, because you are very important people. I ended up working with Jay Keys on the very important People music video because we already got a long-standing relationship and a friendship. Checking him out in New York performing, seeing him perform in LA, I had aspirations of directing, so I just hit him up one day and was like, hey, if you ever want to do a video for any song you got, I would love to get the opportunity to direct it.
Kamal is known as a talented actor. He's graced stages, New York, LA, Chicago, network TV, movies. But what people don't know about him is he's a hip hop dude, and he and I talk music a lot. So I thought to myself, this would be a good collaboration.
Just the vibe was already there. And the rest is history. Vibe like that though. Look forward. No, straight ahead.
You like the yellow or the white light?
Is that the white light right there?
It's the white.
Let me see the yellow.
The nightlife industry essentially makes a ton of money off people's insecurity. And so when I got the track from Cultural Bastards, I started listening, I was vibing to it, and all these images started to come to mind, you know, in music videos and advertisements. Everything is so glamorous and flashy. And having worked in promotions for so many years, I've seen the other side of it. I've seen the person struggling to get in the club, the person trying to buy their way in the club. And so what I wanted to do was do a record that cracks the lens on this.
The challenge was to shoot it in a small amount of time and get in all of the elements that the song deserved. How do I capture this person and not try to put in every single thing that Jay Keys has rapped about? I think the most challenging part was to want to have like $1 million budget and no, you don't. Those things, having a limited amount of resources or a limited budget is what brings out the most creative hunger.
One of the things I'm most proud of with this video is the level of detail that went into it. We didn't have a big budget, so we had to get creative. In the video, you'll see I play a rideshare driver for a fictional company called Whip. It's just something I made up off the top of my head, even went and created a green W logo. So then I called my friend. Big shout out to Gerald over at BV Mobile Apps. He was actually able to create a 2-click mobile app that I downloaded to my phone and used in the video for different shots just to give it that authentic look and feel like I'm really a driver that has to pick up passengers that night.
The best part about working with Jay Keys is personality, man. I don't think he's ever heard a bad idea. Even if he has a bad idea, he's willing to expound upon it, like build on it. Oh, well, you were thinking about doing it that way, but what if we added something like this to that? And that type of collaborative spirit is what makes it dope.
One of the things that makes a big difference, especially when you're working with limited resources, is the little details. And so I had this idea while I was literally on the way to the shoot, and I called Raymond over at New Sense Media Group and had him cook up 2 custom license plates. One said Jay Keys and the other said VIP. And I literally printed them out a couple blocks away from the shoot and put them on the car just before it was time to film. So big shout out to Raymond for getting that done for me last minute. Super appreciate you, bruh. Before we brought in any actors, anybody else, we took a test drive down to Hollywood. We went on like a Friday night and just tried some B-roll out. We played with camera settings and lighting everything properly. I'm a music guy, but I've been around theater, film, and TV for a lot of years. One of the things I would always hear is 90% of getting your work right is finding the right cast. And working with Kamal, it was great because he brought his Rolodex to the table.
I was more than blessed as this being my first music video to work with some friends that knew what they were doing. Jessica Obilon. I was lucky to get her to play the first woman, our first hero, who is the woman that is, you know, all about the club life, you know, greets every, you know, party promoter with a cheek-to-cheek kiss. You know, she's gorgeous, she's sexy, she's lit, she lives the life, but she lives it in a way where you can't tell her nothing. And I felt like Jessica, when we cast her, she oozes that confidence every day.
From the attitude, the walk, the friction when it's time to get in the car, she really killed that.
Throwing her in there was just like a perfect match just because of all of the different elements that she brings to the table.
Oh yeah, you can just take yourself. You could
Maurice Smith. Maurice brought the comedy to it, man. He really brought it.
Maurice, man, seeing him in action was amazing.
And I didn't even direct him a lot on this stuff, man. He just kind of naturally has that quirky, comedic, just eccentric thing to him.
I've never seen somebody be funny. You say cut, he doesn't laugh. He'll do another take, slightly different, do something else funny, not laugh, and keep on like that.
Like, oh my God, I'm so glad I asked him to play this character, this guy that works a 9 to 5 every day in corporate America. He's straight up and down, buttoned up, hard bottom shoes, and he's working just so he can front, just so he can stunt, just so he can hit the club every night. He brought that energy of like, I'm living for the nightlife. This is where I get to be somebody else. Last but not least, we have Aaron J, who plays the bouncer, which is my favorite character.
The bouncer. This is probably my favorite verse on the whole song because it talks about something that we all go through, but you don't hear a lot about, especially in a song.
Man, bouncers, like, they need therapists, you know. And that's not to diss every bouncer out there.
If you've ever been to the club, you surely run across the bouncer described in the third verse.
And the way they treat people in club lines is like, I'm glad that Jay Keys brought some attention to it because psychologically it has to be something different going on up there to judge and kind of put people in these different places and how you treat them.
EJ brought that to life in the most hilarious way.
Practicing how to take the card and shushing people.
From Tai Chi to spiking the football.
Putting a hand up, like he's getting this enjoyment out of every time he's dissing and denying entry to everybody, which is what the, Jay Key song talks about.
At times, I'll be honest, it didn't even feel like we were working. We were having fun, man.
Hit this, hit this. Okay, whenever you're ready. Oh, he's scared. One more, it was nice. Just do the exact same thing. Okay. Perfect.
Aaron J, masterfully kind of put that all together, man.
And not only that, he brought such a positive attitude to it, man. We had called him up to act, but he was helping out with things that were above and beyond acting, from locations to gear to, coordinating stuff, man. Big shout out to Aaron J for that, man. I really appreciate my friends and just having a squad that was really down to work in the trenches, and there was no Hollywood, no ego about it.
What up, though? I'm Maurice Smith. I play Terrence, aka Not Enough Sauce. Dude is like a lot of flashiness and whatever, typical nightclub player. I had a lot of fun working on this project. Can't wait for everybody to see it.
My name is Kamal Bolden. I don't have a director alias just yet, but I directed the video for Jay Keys, my man's, in them, for very important people. It's a dope song. They got a dope feel to it. It's crazy. And I think we got a dope concept that everybody's gonna love. They're gonna be feeling it. It's that type of universal message. You know what I mean? We get so specific that it becomes universal.
What up, though? What up, though? It's your man, Jay Keys. We are here. It is a wrap after multiple days, many long hours, and lots of hard work. It's done. We just wrapped. I'm going to get some motherfucking rest, man. I'm tired.